Hi everyone. Today I'm going to speak about how IAG communication with other applications. So whether it is a on-premise application or if it's a cloud application. So how IAG is going to communicate it. So as you can see in this diagram, so I've just listed three communication pattern. The first application, the on-premise, which we are going to see, and followed by the cloud, and followed by an identity application as well. So now let's speak about the on-premise application first. Suppose like we want to use IAG with an on-premise application. So it can be any application which is listed here. So let's take two examples for this particular example as an example. So the first is like you want to extract the information from S4 HANA on-premise application, like for risk analysis, or you want to do provisioning for S4 HANA system. Or it can be GRC system where you want to transfer the mitigation assignment, or you want to transfer the repository information which is stored in GRC. You want to transfer it into IAG. So in both of these scenarios, IAG is going to communicate with the S4HANA or with GRC or any on-premise application. So the communication between both of this happens through a concept of cloud connector. And what is meant by cloud connector? As IAG is residing in BTP platform, IAG can't communicate with any application directly. So the communication establishment should be done between BTP, which is nothing but between the sub account of IAG or the place where the IAG is installed. The corresponding sub account needs to get communicated with the cloud connector, which is installed in on-premise environment. And there is a secure tunnel network gets established between BTP and the on-premise. And through that, IAG will intermediate take up this communication and it performs all the job. Okay, so then how the concept of cloud to cloud application works. IAG is also installed in cloud, and now like we want to also use Ariba or SuccessFactor or SAP Analytics on cloud, or we want to do provisioning for BTP application. So any of these applications. So there is one thing which we need to make a note. So the application which any cloud application which we are considering, apart from SuccessFactor and Ariba, as you can see in this particular diagram, apart from SuccessFactor and Ariba, any other applications which we are considering, so whether it is like SAC, IBP, BTP, or S4HANA on cloud, BTP can't communicate with that application directly. So intermediate, we need another layer called as IPS. And through IPS, a proxy gets interconnected between BTP to IPS, and via IPS, we will be able to exchange the information between the IAG system and the corresponding cloud application. I repeat, apart from Ariba and SuccessFactor, if any other cloud application needs to integrate with IAG, it can happen only via IPS proxy. Okay, so now to establish integration or to establish a communication between IPS and IAG, or to establish a communication between IAS and IAG. So what is IPS? What is IAS? In the subsequent other videos, I'll be covering up in detail. But just to keep the context for this discussion, if you want to communicate with an IAM system, which comprises of IPS and IAS, again, so we need to have a communication, one more communication or one more destination needs to be created in the sub account of BTP, where we will be specifying that this is an IAM system or IPS and IAS system, which I'll be using it for my authentication or for creating proxies or for creating communication. So we need to have a separate dedicated connection mainly for the identity application. And this becomes mission critical when we are considering our identity as an SAP identity solution, or it can be an identity solution through Microsoft Azure as well. So just to summarize it, if you want to communicate with IAG to an on-premise application, it will be done via Cloud Connector. If you want to integrate IAG with the cloud application, then apart from SuccessFactor and Ariba version 1, for all other applications, we need to use IPS proxy. And between IAG and IAM, the communication happens through the separate destination. So that's all I had for today. And stay connected. We are going to speak about multiple topics in upcoming days. Thanks for watching.